Norwegian salaries really that high? What do Norwegian workers usually spend their hard-earned cash on? And what's gonna happen with Norwegian salaries in 2022 right after this global pandemic crisis? This is what we're going to talk about in this video. Hi guys, I'm Anna and welcome to my channel where we usually talk about global business and work opportunities in different countries. And today, let's discuss Norway. Again, to understand if Norwegian salaries are actually that high, let's take a look at the statistics.
Let's have a look.
Many people here don't make millions, but trust me, they make quite enough to support their comfortable Norwegian lifestyle. Imagine a regular man and a regular woman in Norway who work every day and receive their salaries from the employer. They do not make an insane amount of money, but it's not a little amount either. Rather something in the middle, ordinary salary. Norwegian ordinary salary. How much would you guess they make a month? What would be a regular and average salary here in Norway? Let's take a look together at the 2021 statistics for gross monthly earnings here in Norway, meaning an average salary here in Norway before tax deduction. Average earnings. According to Statistics Norway, the average monthly earnings here in Norway is 48,750 Norwegian Kroner, which is about $5,520 US. Men in Norway on average earn a little bit more than women here. Average earning for men in Norway is 51,630 Norwegian Kroner, which is about $5,840 US. And for women here, their average monthly salary will be 45,190 Norwegian Kroner, which is about $5,113 US, which is quite a lot of difference, I have to say. It's about 9,000 US less in a year. Certainly, there is a huge difference in earnings depending on one industry to another, one occupation to another. Even the location means a lot here. Well, you're getting my point. But to give you an example, while the waiter would make an average a month $3,400, a financial broker would do 11,000 US per month on average. Another interesting fact about salaries in Norway: everyone can find out how much everyone else is making. And I'm not joking.
That's not a joke.
This information is openly published online. A list of everyone's income, assets, taxes they have paid can be quickly found on the government tax website. Is just a few keystrokes away. Before 2014, you didn't even need to leave your personal details in order to check how much your neighbors and friends are making. Now people have to log in using their ID number in order to access the data on the tax authority website. So now it's not possible anymore to search anonymously. Your neighbors will find out who was too noisy about their financial private life. Average earnings in Norway or women make less. As I already mentioned, here we are dealing with at least 9,000 US less per year just for being a female worker. Same is in the majority of our equal world. In Norway, higher salaries are more common for men than for women. In the 10% of jobs with high salary, 3 out of 4 positions are held by men. Similarly, more women are actually working in the lowest paid jobs. For girls, I really feel for us, as if we worked less than them. Out of 121 occupations the Statistics Norway looked at, women have higher salary in only 16 of them. One of them is school assistant, where women last year made higher monthly income compared to men. And still, this earning gap is narrow by international standards. The World Economic Forum ranks Norway 3rd out of 144 countries in terms of wage equality for a similar work. Interesting. Average earnings for the bosses in Norway. On average, a monthly executive pay here in Norway is $8,000. Looking at different industries, it's not surprising to find the managers of oil and gas with an average monthly earning of impressive $12,300 US.
Wow.
However, managers within hotel, restaurants and retail industries earn much less. On average, a hotel manager here in Norway makes $4,800 US per month, while a retail manager earns $5,800 US per month. So, what Norwegian workers usually spend their salaries on? Before I break this down for you, let's have a quick look at the average Norwegian tax. Norway operates with progressive taxes, which means as more money you make, as higher tax you pay. For most full-time employees, this tax will rate between 23 and 33%, which is quite okay compared to France, for example. So, for instance, somebody who is making $5,500 per month should expect to pay 27% in taxes, resulting in a net monthly income of $4,100. Oh, it's not too bad actually, and those figures still give a place to Norway in the top 10 countries in the world with the highest net monthly income. Cost of living in Norway. While the income levels might be high, so as the cost of living. According to Business Insider, Norway is the third most expensive country in the world to live in. But exactly how high are expected expenditures for somebody who's living in Norway? Let's break it down by looking at both essential cost and average consumption expenditures. Essential cost in Norway. First of all, let's have a look at the absolute essential costs like housing, food, transportation and basic utilities. We can also include minimum loan payments to this section. According to our favorite statistics from SSB, people living in Norway spend 22% of their net income on housing, 15% on transportation, 11% on food and alcohol-free beverages and 3% on health-related expenditures. Together it brings us to 51% of total income. Consumption Research Norway breaks down some of those costs even further. For instance, they estimate that somebody aged 50 years old will spend between $350 and $420 on food and beverage, about $100 on personal health and additional $35 on other groceries. I totally agree that average prices of food and beverages here in Norway are higher than equivalent in the rest of Europe. I also proved my point by filming some videos about grocery shopping in Norway and the prices on alcohol. But what about non-essential spendings? The statistics also reveal that we tend to spend 11% of our income on culture and leisure activities, 9% on travel and trips abroad, and 5% on clothes and shoes. Budget breakdown. Let's break it into a budget of concrete numbers, shall we? Essential costs. 60% or $2,460 per month. This includes housing, rent or mortgage repayments about $900, transportation about $615, food, beverages and other groceries about $450, health $123, unsecured debt or credit card repayments $369, consumption expenditure 25% or $1,025, culture and leisure activities $450, travel and trips abroad $369 on average, clothes and shoes $205, and what we have left? 15% or $616 on average. From my own experience, guys, this is very average. This is close to necessary minimum you need in Norway. I'm living about 1.5 hours drive from Oslo, the capital of Norway, and those costs I gave you would be more related to living in a small Norwegian town rather than in Norwegian capital Oslo. In this example I gave to you today, our imaginary person is left with 15% of his or her monthly net salary after covering essential costs and also consumption expenditures. This means that it's going to be possible to stash away some money every month for savings or for investment, for instance. And again, our individual realities are rarely average, and the budget breakdown will look differently for each household, depending on our income level, life situation and standard of living. And the best for the last, as usual, the most interesting question: what's happening with Norwegian salaries in 2022 right after this global pandemic crisis? Solid economy and labor shortages in many industries means workers in Norway can look forward to a wage increase this year. The bank said that is expecting the wages to go up by at least 3.8% in 2022. DNB Markets estimates despite the high inflation in 2021, this year the inflation is around 2.6%. Typically, wages only rise as high as the inflation, and far not in many countries. But in Norway, several sources showed that wage increase in 2022 is surpassing price rises. It's definitely the best time to apply for life of work in Norway. Do you have any questions, guys? Please feel free to ask me in the comment section down below, or just contact me directly via email. I will do my best to answer all your questions and help you as much as I can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye for now, guys. Bye.